Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. And I dare say yesterday really wasn't supposed to be as eventful as it wanted to be, but yeah, it was. But first, let's get to my low, my high, my active kindness. My low is that it got surprisingly cold out last night. Like, not that it was cold, but the wind just really, it got to a lot of people. It especially got to a lot of people when I went to Illegal last night for Martini night. Oh yeah, that's my high. I went to Martini night at the Illegal Tap House. I had a martini called the Bee's Knees. It was very good. It had a gin. It was a gin martini. Gin, citrus in the form of lemon juice, and honey, or honey syrup. Yeah, if you ever watch How to Drink on YouTube, bartenders have this thing called honey syrup, which is really just honey and water. Well, why don't you just use regular honey? Because, fun fact about honey, it's actually kind of difficult to pour. Very thick, very viscous. Can't really, you need to mix it with water to thin it out so you can just easily pour it in some kind of vessel with which to make a cocktail with. It was very good. The gin sort of hit me at the very end. It was actually very, it was evocative of the honey lemon stuff that you have if you're sick, kind of, in the best possible way. Imagine that, but take out the whole menthol sort of thing when it comes to, when you have cough drops, and they're, like methanol or something like that? Is it methanol? Or is it, I'll say methanol. I have no idea, but, those kinds of cough drops, where it's that whole medicine-y flavor, you didn't get that in this martini. You got the gin, though. Honestly, one was enough for me. And that's really how it should be, one cocktail is enough. Not that I was drunk or anything, or not that I have any problems with alcohol or anything, it's just, this really wasn't my thing. Oh, technically it was my thing because I ordered it. But, one's enough. I don't need to have more than one to have a good time. Plus, I was in the air, so I just went to Elbow Room anyway. So, it was a good day overall, I feel. So, what was my act of kindness? Oh, right. I took my grandma to the hair salon yesterday. Yeah, normally she actually goes on Fridays, but she went yesterday. And she had to get a perm, too, so. Yeah, so my grandma got a perm. Which is nice considering that what we're about to do tonight for dinner to celebrate a belated Mother's Day. So, with that said, I hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday. I know I certainly did. And not solely because of Martini night at the Illegal Tap House. No. My day can only be summed up with a mere question. Has it really been that long since season 20 of Hot Ones ended? I'm asking this because we just got the season 21 lineup yesterday. And, I literally looked at my YouTube notifications. I'm like, wait, did we really just get the new lineup? Really? Come to think of it, I did predict around this time we'd get some sort of Hot Ones information. So, maybe. With season 21 starting literally Memorial Day weekend. So, happy Memorial Day to us. Although I do need to explain one thing. Yeah, I did see the Hot Ones Classics that Bert Kreischer was on, where he and Sean Evans watched his episode from years ago. And Bert Kreischer was doing that to promote his new movie, The Machine, which I do kind of want to see, but I'm a little worried because the sole showing that I see playing at my theater is at 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, man, I don't know if that's worth the trouble. I mean, like 9:30 for Guardians of the Galaxy, I can do, simply because I thought it was going to be over before midnight. It was 12:15 when it was over. Darn movie previews. The point is, I mean, hour 12. I guess you're going to get like a similar thing going on. Cause it'll be, if it won't be midnight but when I leave the theater, it'll be like just after. And that will be insane. Although, I did say this a while back, because Hot Ones is starting next week, right? And with Hot Ones starting next week, and if I wind up seeing a new movie that I'm looking forward to seeing, like The Machine, for instance, the Friday video is going to be insane, just because I have so much to talk about. Speaking of things I have to talk about, let's talk about the new lineup, because there were a few surprises. Starting off, we had the, keep in mind, I don't remember all this, actually, hold on, let me see if I can get a photo of all this. Never mind, I can go from memory, I guess. Sauces that stuck out to me the most. I mean, obviously the return of quite literally the classic, specifically chili maple. This is its third season in a row that it's been here, by the way. Really. Like, what can I say? A lot of people really love maple syrup. I do. I love maple syrup. I can put it on everything. I even use it as shampoo. Isn't that what they say on Wedding Crashers? Actually, both Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson would make for great guests on Hot Ones. Possibly. But I'll talk about, excuse me, next week's guest in a few minutes. They got their first hot sauce out of Montreal, Canada. I forgot what it was called. There was a lemon pepper hot sauce that, like Sean, it was like evocative of Atlanta, but it's actually from like Brooklyn, I think. You got Los Calientes Rojo. Yeah, Los Calientes Rojo came back, which is actually kind of sad. I was half expecting Barbacoa to come back, because that was like when it was first. I mean, pretty much any of the Los Calientes sauces are the sauce for summer, but Barbacoa was made solely for like barbecue, like arguably the one thing that makes summer summer. You know what I mean? So Los Calientes Rojo, that's back. Let's see. The Bomb is back, obviously. Can't really say enough about that. You know, 20 seasons in a row this will be that the Bomb has been here, going on strong. And then there was the one that came after the Bomb, because I don't know if this is a thing that's going on, or if watermelon has just started to become popular again. But there's a watermelon hot sauce. And not only is there a watermelon hot sauce, it's at the 9 spot. And don't get me wrong, I love watermelon. Like, seriously, I will eat watermelon like it's candy. I've even done that thing where you put the little salt on the salt. Actually, one of my favorite things to do with watermelon ever, and totally try this. Take a watermelon, blueberries, some fresh basil, lime juice, and salt, and sort of stir it up together. Like, that is like the perfect summertime sweet treat. For me, anyway. Ooh. I should get myself some blueberries and watermelon. It's been a while. Yeah, sorry, there's like somehow I got this one cut on my finger. I don't know how I got it. Anyway, So a watermelon hot sauce is the number 9 spot. And Sean Evans is like, if you told me there'd be a watermelon hot sauce as the 9th spot, you would think it's crazy. Oh, it is. Sean Evans even said it is. I respect the man. I respect Sean Evans. So whatever he says goes on that front. Partly because partly because I want to be a hot one someday, but that'll happen. But it ain't gonna happen for season 21. I wouldn't be surprised if they're pretty much halfway done wrapping things up. Anyway, so I can't talk about the hot sauce lineup without talking about the last dab. Still the last dab, Apollo. Obviously, just like always, you don't have to if you don't want to. But if I was on Hot Ones, I would totally do it. Oh, boy. So, honestly, this hot sauce lineup looks pretty solid. Sean Evans says that it feels like for whatever reason, the summer lineup always tends to be the hottest. And he felt that this year also rung just as true. Which, to that I say, you know what? I believe it. I really do think this is going to be a very, very powerful lineup of hot sauces that I've seen. They all look very good. With the exception of the bomb, they look as if they all promote, a nice balance of both flavor and heat. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see when the season kicks off next week. And speaking of next week, see, I told you I would get to the guest next week. Currently, we do not know who it is. However, we were given a hint by Sean Evans himself. Specifically, during the lineup video, when he was talking about the bomb. For those of you who don't know, the bomb Beyond Insanity was a hot sauce that originates from Kansas City. And Sean went on to say that this first guest of the new season is also from Kansas City. Now, being the curious person that I was, I decided to do the only thing that seemed logical and Google famous people from Kansas City. I actually had a lot of cool names showed up too. The late Ed Asner was one of them. Rest in peace, Carl Fredrickson. Rest in peace. Oh, man. When that's short on Disney Plus, Carl's First Date's going to be airing, a lot of people are going to be sad. Me too. I'm going to be sad with that. But anyway, Paul Rudd is from Kansas City, although he was already in Hot Ones. There's Eric Stone Street. But then it hit me. Because a person could live in Kansas City. They can say they're from Kansas City. But they don't necessarily need to originate from there. It's like me, for instance. I currently live in Elmira. For all intents and purposes, I could say that I live in Elmira. I can say I'm from Elmira. But that's not where I was born. That's not where I lived throughout my childhood. I lived in Big Flats. Same thing. So, because of such a vague clue that Sean gave us, being the fact they're from Kansas City, it really does leave a very wide range of potential ideas for who this guest is going to be. Now, I want to make one thing abundantly clear. I am not making a guess as to who this is. Like, if I was making a guess, I would say what my guess is and be like, it's going to be this person, count on it. Because I'm never that sure about anything. I mean, I really wasn't entirely sure that, listen, remember, I just talked about the Masked Singer finale yesterday. I actually thought there was a chance Medusa was going to lose. So, really, in life, anything's possible. Anything can happen, and it could be anyone walking in that door. Metaphorically speaking, of course. So, I'll just go on and say it. Season 21 of Hot Ones is going to kick off with Patrick Mahomes. Who else could it be? I mean, Patrick Mahomes, arguably the best player in the NFL, just won a Super Bowl. He's been under the bright lights. He's been on the biggest stages. Two-time Super Bowl winner. What better challenge for him going into this new season of the NFL than by taking on the wings of death? It'd be perfect. Because if that was the case, Sean's going to ask him and be like, what do you think is worse? These wings are being tackled by someone much bigger than you. That question's going to be there. Although, speaking of NFL players that haven't been on Hot Ones, Jason Kelce needs to be out there. Yeah, he may play for the Eagles, but I like Jason Kelce. He's a cool guy. He might make fun of my Cowboys a lot, but you know what? He's a good guy. Travis Kelce's a good guy too, but he's already been on Hot Ones. So, I am very much looking forward to season 21 of Hot Ones. Really, I don't really have much else to say other than, I actually have one last question for you guys. Hold on. I need to move the chair out of the way before I do this. Basically, I'm having trouble deciding what I'm going to wear for libs tonight because I've got 3 shirts here that I really like, and either one of them would be great for tonight. So I need to know you guys' opinion. So we have, we've got orange, okay? We got pink. And we have blue. So, actually, let me get in the frame here. So, which of these 3 shirts do you think I should wear? Let me know in the comments. So, I hope y'all like this video. If you did, actually, let me put these down real fast. I hope y'all like this video. If you did like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I enjoyed holding this video. For all of you guys who are watching, enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, I'm going to be here to lend you. Always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.